Well, part of that
Right.
is you know your potential.
Can I share something about that?
Yeah.
So yesterday I had a buyer consultation with Idaho buyers. The wife was 94 and the husband was 91. They own
Mm.
ranches all over the northeast and central United States, and they're snowbirders, right? So they're looking for a piece of land. So not a lot of us will drive around for land, right? They'll just send a location. But he was super old school. This guy, I mean, he had a strong grip for a 91-year-old. You know, that man was moving, no cane, no nothing, and they were funny. But the fact that they got in their car, drove across the United States rock, to come see me for I don't care, $50,000 piece of land. We drove around for 3 hours in the desert and all the way in the mountains of Benson, and got breakfast, got lunch, sat down, signed paperwork, found the property, but I mean, it's just like the effort,
Mhm.
that they put out,
Yeah.
and how they portray things. But I mean, it was cool. This guy's cool. He's like, from the front of my gate to my front porch in Wyoming is 35 miles, and I was like, I love that, dude. That's cool as fuck. You know what I mean? But I mean, they're still trucking at that age, and you don't see many people that have good attitudes like that. And he even told me, he's like, I've had a lot of bad experiences with realtors where they'll send me a location for the land, and then they want me to work with them, but they're not putting in that effort, you know. And I hate to say it, but I know land is a pain in the butt to go show. I mean, it doesn't make
Mhm.
sense all the time, but it pays off when you do it, because everybody that I've worked with that I've driven around to show land has signed a contract with me. So you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Anyways, that's my little rant.
The last people I drove around for land, they say they didn't like the vibes of that piece of property, so they went to a different state.
This is why I don't drive around anymore. I had the same thing happen to me, and I drove 2 hours to get there.
Last time I drove around and they signed a contract with me, I cracked my struts and my sway bar link, kind of like you, Eric. How you said you cracked your sway bar, but I just had it. Remember, I had my truck in the shop for like a whole month because they couldn't figure it out. Oh, and my oil pan got busted up, and they had to replace the pan and the gasket. Luckily, I'm still about 500 miles under warranty right now, so we're good to go.
So so the lifted truck with the off-road suspension, performance suspension's not so stupid now, is it, guys?
Yep,
See,
and that's why
Mm-mm.
that's what I
I have
have.
one.
I
Okay,
tried
I
I
out.
spent a
have
lot of
one.
money on this suspension.
Yeah,
Dan, you have seen mine. You know mine's big.
Well, I know, but yours is not built like mine. Mine is built
No.
to run Baja, and I do a lot of land deals because we're out there in the sticks. But I love this. This just showcases agents that choose to put in the work going to get the business. Does anybody owe you business?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope,
How do you earn their business?
by showing up.
Work.
Yeah,
Work.
you choose to do the work. You choose to show up. Give, give, give. I grew up in the era of Grant's rants. If you guys don't know who Grant Cardone is, you need to. Grant Cardone had a webinar. I don't know, it's a module based training system back in the early 2010s, 2020, like 2010 to 2015. And it was a car dealership training program. And I had to log in. I had to log in and listen to 10 of his videos a week. And I found the shortcut, which is Grant's rants. They're like 2 to 3 minutes long, and I can knock out two or three of those a day, and I didn't have to spend a whole lot of time. Not everything he said you can use. A lot of it was out there,
I don't like
way out.
that guy.
Huh?
So I don't like that guy.
Yeah, no, he says some stuff that's way out there. But
Is that why you shaking your head, Eric?
yeah,
Oh no, him and I have like a personal beef with each other.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
wondering why you going and shaking your head like
But when
that.
you look at these things, is I don't want you to take everyone's ideologies 100%. Pick and choose pieces. Pick and choose pieces. And one of the things I pick and choose from Grant was he said, give, give, give. Give, give, give. Right? Give work, give time, give effort, give information. Everyone wants to, hey, no, come in before I give you that information. No, if someone called me up and said, hey, what's your best price on this car? Boom, right there. Can you do better? I don't know. That's the best price I can give you right now, though. Oh, okay, well, that's nice. Most dealerships won't even do that. You're right. I know. And I would earn business because people liked that I would give information. I would do for them without the expectation of return. I'm not saying, hey, you got to give me your phone number and email address before I give you this information so I can hound you and market you for the next 10 years. No. All right, here you go. Here's the information. What information can I give you so that you can make a well-informed decision? Knowing that people are looking for advisors in this business, should we not give of our time and expertise to advise them? Give. Why would you choose anything less?
I think it's that whole thing of working for free is what gets them. That's what they think.
I'm working for the future.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you well compensated for your time when a deal closes?
Right.
Sometimes. Right? My agents that have done deals, right? Has there been a deal out there that was just not worth it? You've done all the work, all the energy, all the effort, all the aggravation, all the headaches, and all the money, just, you know what, wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
hate it when it closed, right? Because you're like, this just wasn't worth it.
Yep.
Now, on the other side of that, have you done a deal that closed and you're like, oh crap, I totally forgot about this deal because it was so easy?
Yep. I'm
Yep.
actually in one of those right now, and it
I'm in-
scares the crap out of me.
I'm in one right now too.
You got paid, right?
Yeah.
Is that not the universe balancing things? I was, God, must 19 or 20. Maybe
I
even
was gonna say, and
younger,
referrals too.
18, 19. 18, 19 years old. I was pulled into the LP office, this is loss prevention, which was the only private small office we had at the Lowe's building I was in. And my, at the time, assistant manager, Matt Daniels, came in and he said, he pulled me into his office and he's like, hey, I want to talk to you. And I thought I was in trouble. I did. I thought I was in trouble. And he saw, because he was 22, 23, and I was just a couple years younger than him. And he saw I was frustrated with my supervisors because I worked with a bunch of guys that were very much so do your job, don't get praise. Being a millennial, I need praise, right? I need a little bit of that, hey, you're doing a great job every now and again. But I wasn't getting it. And I was super frustrated. I was very dejected. And Matt Daniels pulled me in his office and he said, hey, I want you to know when you're at this level of your career, the only person that's going to pat you on your back is you. He goes, you're going to work for far less than you get paid until one day you work far less than what you get paid. It made all the sense in the world. It's like, because I was killing myself, I was breaking my back, doing all this stuff, and I felt like I was getting no appreciation, no love, no joy, no thank you, no high five, no pat on the back. It was expected of me to go above and beyond and beyond and beyond and
Right. Oh,
beyond,
no.
but my compensation didn't move. And sometimes we get very frustrated when people keep asking of us to do more and more and more, yet the other side never increases. Well, I remember that to this day. Sometimes you work for more than you get paid until one day you get paid for more than you work. That's when we build into expertise and mastery and leverage. I've got a listing, right? Put in the system, AI does it. Or a transaction coordinator does it. I get paid $20 or $200 an hour. I'm paying someone $20 an hour, right? That's leverage, right? I'm getting paid more than I'm doing the work because I'm paying others, or I'm to a point where my worth is calibrated at a higher dollar per hour. Would I go back to Lowe's and sweep lumber bays for $15 an hour again?
Mm-mm.
I don't know if that I would ever go back to working per hour again. Because I love that I can show up, I can help people, I can do more, I can give. And by the law of all that is good in the land, life will unfold for me because I've chosen to be that person. Why would you choose anything else? If you've never read the book, Go Giver by Bob Berg, you need to. They talk about the law of the left field is when you give in such levels without the expectation of return that you get paid back tenfold out of nowhere. When I started this whole coaching journey, it was Mara, myself. Man, I've forgotten those two other agents' names. Young little Hispanic girl. She was so cool. And her teammate. This is like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. It started with me just giving time, giving a place for agents to come and sit. I wasn't paid for it. There was no expectation of me getting paid for it. I saw that there was a need, that I had a solution, and I had people that wanted to receive. And in doing so, I think I formed a pretty awesome relationship with Mara. She's been around for a long time. She's not even in direct coaching anymore, but she's just one of my coworkers. She's one of my partners in this business. She's one of those people that show up and give. So maybe your compensation isn't always monetary. It might be in relationships. It might be in access. It might be in networking. Might be in education. Might be in insurance. It might be in, understanding. But when we come from the mindset of give, work, not I'm working for free. It's I'm working for me. I'm working for the future. Okay, yeah, because maybe this deal doesn't work out. Maybe you went and showed 37, 38 houses and then the buyers are just jackwagons. Did you work for free? Well, technically you worked for negative because you had to pay for your own gas. But you worked for the knowledge of the market. You went and drove houses. Danny Roth is one of the top agents in Tucson, was an early mentor of mine. And he told me that. He's like, you go out and look at houses for 18 hours, drive all over the county looking at houses. And then the buyers decide not to buy a house. Did you waste your time? And I said, hell yeah. He wanted to slap me. You could see it on his face. He goes, no, you didn't. Because you just spent 18 hours in your business, understanding the market, understanding the neighborhoods, driving around and getting a view and a patting of all the things. And I was like, that's a great way of looking at things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't waste my time. I'll tell you, the very next buyer that was looking in that area, I felt like Superman. I was all, whoa. Before we look at this, I know of 5 other houses that might work better for you. Let's go check those out. Like, oh, we didn't even know these were here. I know, because they're off the market.
Paying for that education.
It's that education, right? And I had another deal that get a phone call, say, hey, we were at a new build. We told them that you were our agent. Thank you for sending us that information a couple months ago. And I had to go look them up because I didn't remember who they were. And come to find out, they had seen one of the videos I had online and they liked me and had asked me a question and I had answered that question and never talked to them again. Terrible follow-up, I know. Shame on me, but this was a different world. This was me 6, 7 years ago. They went and bought a house. Shut up, Max. It's 6, 7 cents. They went and bought a house from a new build. If you've ever done a new build sale, there's not a whole lot of energy from an agent in that one. It's mostly the guidance and direction up front that's worth all the money. And then they closed and I got a check. I think I spent a total of an hour on that deal. Versus the other one I spent 18 hours on, did get paid, right? It all, what's that older? It all comes out in the wash.
Investing in our business.
Yes, you're investing in your time, your energy, your business. That all starts with how you think about it. Am I wasting time or I'm wasting energy? No. If you're not doing something to evolve yourself and push yourself forward to be a better version of who you are to help your business grow, then yes, you're wasting your time. You're probably wasting other people's time too, because if you're not in this for the right reasons, people will know.
Mhm.
Everybody would know that you're in this just for the money. With your gator boots and your white Cadillac and your leather pants and your big fro hair right? And your headshot that's 30 years old. Why would you choose anything else? I don't know. That's up to you. That's your choice to make today. Is who am I in business? Am I going to let things derail me? Supercharge me. Lessons in life.
That's where I'm at right now, Dan. I've been working with AI trying to work on promo, like buyer presentations and stuff like that, and just was fighting with it because it would do it right, except for I would need to make a little tweak and then it would start all over again. It was a mess and just back and forth and back and forth. So I'm gonna have to do it the old school way, but that's fine. Because people out here all the time on social media and out here, that's always the same things. They're worried about the market. They have bad experiences with agents. They want to sign contracts before they do any work. They don't feel like the value's there and all this stuff. And I'm listening and I'm watching and I'm like, I gotta get some stuff out there. And so yeah.
I hate the new NAR stuff. Then I hope someone at NAR hears this. I hate the new NAR stuff because if you forced an environment where people feel pressured into working with you, oh, you have to sign this agreement before I show you this house. I don't even know if I want to work with you, let alone make you sign an agreement to force us to work together. This isn't as much as it is you and me as it is that the government wants us to have a conversation of importance and stipulate what we're going to be compensated for the significant work of being your broker. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Thank you.
Be nice. Right. And that's the thing is it
We all
bugs me
feel
because
it.
you're forcing that entitlement, right? I'm not entitled to your time. I'm not entitled for you to sign something. So I better work real dang hard, real dang fast to earn the relationship, to earn the right to ask you for an agreement. That's where agents are missing it. And that's what buyers need. Can you earn the right quickly with someone? Yeah.
Yeah.
First impressions.
You
First
show
15 seconds.
you show up, you give. Give of your time, give of your energy, give of your expertise. And if you don't have the expertise, give of mine. And if I don't have enough expertise, give of Michelle's. We earned the right. We are not given the right to business. Why would you choose anything else, right? I want to be the agent for life. What does that mean? It means I need to earn the right to be in your world forever. And how do I do that? By showing up genuinely and caring about you genuinely and making the decision up front of how I'm going to approach my relationships. I don't want people to be fly by night. I don't want vendors that come and go. I don't want a lender that I work with once and never work with again. I want people that I can say I've done hundreds of deals with. I want agents that I can talk about deals that we did 10 years ago. I want clients that give me their grandchildren's information to help buy and sell houses. I got this text the other day that warmed my heart. I just thought about it. Let me find Sarah. Hey there, can you send me that guy you work with for pre-approvals? I think his name was Mike. My oldest is looking to buy before November. He would be a first-time home buyer. Thanks. I went to high school with this girl, and now she's got a kid that's old enough to buy a house. That makes me feel old. I feel like Jimmy right now. But I love that because I forgot who Mike was. Mike was the lender that I introduced Sarah to 7 years ago before I met Steve. Almost 8 years ago, probably. Mike, I only did one deal with Mike. That was Sarah. And guess what? I didn't like the way Mike worked, and that's why I don't know who Mike is. Did I send Mike's information to Sarah? Whose information did I send?
Steve's.
Steve's. But there is a life full of choices every day. Choose to be the agent that shows up. Choose to be the agent that gives them information. Choose to be the agent that connects with people, and choose to be the agent that cares. Because then the buyers will choose to use you. The sellers will choose to use you because you have made it obvious that you are the right choice. So, was today worth your time?
I enjoyed this one. I like this one.
Okay, Max.
Max Hart. All right, everyone wish Max luck on his auction he's doing on Auction Buyer today. I think that's pretty badass. He's going to the auction on behalf
Yeah.
of his friend. That's pretty cool. So
One in Bisbee?
Clients, you gotta please them, man. I'm knocking on doors for people that don't even have their house up for sale in neighborhoods for people that I know that are investors. You know what I mean? So it's just another avenue.
Bird dog him.
give. All right. Anything else? Last thoughts? Tenements? Anything that stuck out to you?
Kind of goes along the conversation I had with my wife last night, so it was kind of fitting.
Yeah, she called me and told me I needed to anchor something home for you today.
I wouldn't be surprised after the conversation. So,
You know what? Sometimes the message just finds us in the morning.
that's why I like these meetings.
Yours tend to find whatever I'm going through, Dan. So appreciate it.
You know what? I'll tell you guys. I have a plan. I have a plan of what I'm going to talk about right until about 7:58.
Yeah.
All right, my friends. 9:00 we have the brokers open table. You're more than welcome to join it. KCNtraining.com for the open call. That's at 9:00 here. 9 to 10 this morning. Brokers Roundtable. KCNtraining.com. That's K Kilo C Charlie N November training.com. Until then, have a fantastic